Jazz hands! Hello, everybody! Welcome to our Tuesday lunch chat. I've got my special guest, the hostess with the mostest, Miss Ingrid, and we are going to spend today's lunch chat talking about all things Choose-Your-DanDoh Fall Knit Along here at Not Another Hat.
Woo!
And guess what? This time I zoomed right in on which end is the camera.
Oh.
Do you remember last time I talked to the wrong end of the phone the whole day?
This one?
I mean, the whole chat. Yes, it's
Okay.
where that little light is.
I hadn't thought about
it. That was just luck. I just realized. So welcome. It's always a good time when the two of us are together.
We think so.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So we love to do knit-alongs here at Not Another Hat. We try to get them in as much as possible, and we want you to enjoy the fun with us.
Yes.
So this fall's knit-along is featuring the designer DanDoh, who makes beautiful, wearable, lovely designs that are also as appropriate to knit in cotton and plant blends as they are in animal and wool blends. So for all of you who live in the South, or maybe just have a personal atmosphere that's a little bit warmer, this is a perfect knit along. So it's not going to exclude anybody on any grounds, skill level, fiber needs, etc. So nor size. They're all very generously sized in a full range. So we are super stoked. Ingrid herself has knit two of them.
Yes.
Just two? Oh, you're starting your third?
Starting my third. I swatched for the third.
Oh, we had balloons.
I was going to say, balloons. Did we make that happen, or did you make that happen?
It's
I don't
so
know how to
weird
make
because it
happen.
happens like behind us, like it's
the yarn.
I thought it was balloons.
I think the yarn
like
gave us
actual balloons.
The yarn got so excited. We got balloons.
My mental faculties might not be super sharp right now, since a minute ago I thought you were talking about putting a little flag on top of a beanie. So,
which you can do.
Anywho, she has a lot of experience following DanDoh patterns. I have knit this one that I'm wearing, but this is not mine.
We share the love around here.
There's a riddle for you. So this is the Elemental Raglan. Julia graciously donated hers to me to wear for the lunch chat. Mine got sold. It wouldn't fit me right now anyway, so it's fine. So between us, that's three of them. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be knitting Pinnacle, which is, we'll talk about what that is. And so I think Agave, you're knitting Agave. So we have the whole thing covered. So that's what we're basically going to do today. We're going to show you some yarn choices. We're going to talk about each of the patterns a little bit. We're recommending that you choose one of 5 of her patterns. You can get all of this information. I'm going to repeat this probably a million times throughout our chat, but all of this information is on the blog post that Julia wrote, which is fantastic. By the way, go check it out. If you sign up to participate, which you do need to do in order to get the Zoom links and the replay links, you will get a coupon code for 10% off your purchase.
I mean,
come on. So check out that blog post that's got the sign up in it also. I was going somewhere with all of that and I lost my train of thought. We're going to talk about the 5. Oh, you can choose to do a different dance.
I'm like, let me just.
Wow, we're 3 minutes in and I've lost my train of thought. You can choose to do a different DanDoh if you would like. Absolutely, there's no DanDoh police in this knit along. We just will be focusing on the techniques, etc., and the specific patterns that the 5 that we've chosen. But by all means, you can join us and share your progress on the Zooms and in our Facebook groups and all of that. That's absolutely allowed.
Yes.
Okay. If you're wondering about timing, this knit-along kicks off on September 14th. So you've got plenty of time to find your pattern, find your yarn, shop with your coupon, all of that. And then we'll get started in September. It's going to run through September and October. Yeah?
Woo!
Okay.
Fall, here we come.
Should we dive into designs?
Yes.
Okay. First one we're going to talk about is probably the most easiest for our beginners. So if you are a beginner and you're looking to branch out and try a sweater, etc., the Elemental Raglan is the one you're going to want to choose, and it's what I'm wearing, and it's adorable. It's a nice garter raglan. It's just really well done.
It is seamless and top down.
Seamless and top down, easy to wear, and it's in a lot of her patterns feature using yarns at a looser gauge than they might be used typically, and or combining yarns, which we love because it means like the whole world is our oyster. So you want to tell me any more thoughts you have about the Elemental Raglan?
I think
what I feel like about most of her patterns and designs is that a lot of times there is a design to them or a design element. And so really not necessarily one you'd pick a lot of variegated or a speckled yarn or whatever, because you're going to want the design to show. But in the elemental raglan, it is garter stitch and it is top down seamless. So if you're one who likes your yarn to be the artwork or likes your yarn to be the color or the pizzazz, then the elemental raglan is a great choice for that as well, because it is truly simple in design. Therefore, you can jazz it up with whatever yarn excites you.
That's a really good point. The rest of the ones we talk about are a little bit more design focused with more subtle yarn choices. So this is, yeah, exactly that. I just thought of something else and lost it already. God.
I will say too about these designs, Yumiko Alexander is DanDoh Designs, and she is based in the Southwest. I believe she's based in Arizona. So she does, her designs and her yarns are plant-based. So again, that's why it goes so well, but it's easy to put, you know, to use your wool, your alpaca, your anything else. Oh no, I lost it. I don't know that we're balancing each other today. I think we're going down the same road. Oh, I know what I was going to say now. So many of them are seamed. Many of them are truly like you're knitting a piece of art and you knit two pieces and you seam together. And I used to be someone who, even on my Ravelry search and filter, I made sure it was seamless, maybe even top down, all those things. And now that I've made two of hers and I'm doing a third one, and I seamed a couple other items this year, I think I could actually say I'm enjoying seaming, not just like tolerating it, not just getting through it, but I'm actually enjoying it. And I totally love the structure it does add, especially to these designs in particular. Yeah. So the ones that she does have seamed. And what she does is she gives you sizes for width and length, and you can put them together. So if you're somebody who likes a whole lot of ease and you like it cropped, you're gonna have your choice. But maybe you don't want any ease, but you want it long, you're still gonna have your choice. And so the directions are simple in finding that size and shape for you. And I even think the seaming is, I don't know, in the end, it's completely worth it and doable. But if you are anti-seaming, the elemental raglan is the right choice for you.
And so the elemental raglan is written in the pattern. It calls for DK weight yarn, and you're going to be knitting it at 3.5 stitches to the inch in garter stitch. So if you're familiar with yarn weights and their typical gauges, you might recognize that that is a bit on the looser side. But as you can see, this was knit in a discontinued cotton silk. It's totally fine. This was truly a DK weight yarn, and it's knit to that gauge. It's totally fine. So should we dive into yarn?
Yes. Okay, that's fine.
You go first.
Okay. All right. So again, because this is one where, this is probably the only one where I would choose like a variegated or any yarn that could potentially be busy. And I'm always dreaming of things that I could use Sammy in anyway, because it's, I mean, it just is. And so if you're somebody who likes an animal fiber and your seasons want that, this is also great for.
I thought you were going to say an animal print.
No. So this is Mono Sammy, and
That's Marla.
Sammy is the plain, right?
Yes.
Plain colored, and Marla.
They are the same yarn.
So listen to me, don't listen to me. Watch me, don't listen to me. Is that what I should say instead? Watch, don't listen. How often do you hear somebody say that? My teacher inside of me is like, oh, don't ever say that. But, you know, I'm hosting, not teaching, so maybe I can get away with it.
Do as I do, not as I say.
That's right. That's right. So this would be a lovely choice.
I do love this yarn. I'm knitting a sweater in Marla and Sammy right now, and it's just the squishiest. So delectable. Really, really love it. I do love Marla for this. I think that's a great one. So my first choice is a brand new yarn. We just got it out over the weekend, and it's brand new from Universal this season. It's called Fawning. So this would be very plain. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a really lovely feel. It's 70% baby alpaca and 30% merino, DK weight.
I mean, you want it against your skin.
It's just gorgeous.
You wouldn't wear.
Really, really lovely. Yeah.
And you picked my color, thank you.
Oh, yes. Oh, we like to do, oh, shoot.
Oh, we were going to pick each other's colors. I did pick one, maybe two Sarah colors when I was trying to branch out from my own.
I got a smorgasbord over here.
One of Sarah's Desert Island yarns, Luma, would also be fabulous. And so again, these colors are going to be, it's not solid. You still have, you know, but it's not tonal.
Heathery,
yeah. So you still have a little bit that might add a little texture to your knit or just a little depth. But Yes, Luma.
That I think would be very similar to this.
Yeah, I was going to say to what you have on. Yeah. Yes. I didn't even say. So it's cotton, linen, wool, and silk. If you're not familiar with Luma or you don't know the blend. So like the best of everything.
Yeah, truly. Another choice that I've made is Elemental Effects. Elemental DK. This is a 60% lyocell and 40% Falkland wool. So you do have a more predominant synthetic. It's made from trees, but it's basically lyocell is like tencel. But you get a little bit of that shape, memory, and quality of wool in there as well. It's a really lovely blend. I've been working on my second Spill the Tea in this yarn. Yeah. So that's a really nice one.
Don't you get just a smidge of loft in that one too?
Yeah.
Like it just goes just ever so lovely.
Yeah, it surprised me because it definitely, even though it's doesn't really look like it, it does knit slightly on the heavier side of that DK range, yeah.
Because I tried to swatch it for a Spill the Tea, and I was going to have to go down to like a size 1 or 2 needle, and then I was like, maybe another project. Next.
Do you have more Elemental?
One more.
Okay.
So my first choice is if you're going all animal-based, this is your nice blend of plant and animal. And if you're somebody who just wants plant-based fibers, Pima Cotton, Broca Pima Soft, but it is all cotton and lovely shades. Most of them are pastel-ish in, what do you call that? In the set of colors is called the the color range. We really do prepare. I really do take notes. No, I'm looking palette. The color palette.
Yes,
is a pastel
palette.
Pima. Pastel palette.
We are the same age, which means we may be experiencing some mild form of brain fog and confusion in general.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I actually have 2 more for this, so I'll go through them kind of quick. One of them is this cashmere blend from Universal called Truva, and this is they are all marled colorways, as you can see here, and it is half cashmere, half cotton. So it's a blend of animal and plant, but it's really, really soft. And cashmere and cotton are really good partners in a yarn because they actually have very similar staple lengths. So it feels really good. It feels like cashmere, but you're kind of not having to pay the price of 100% cashmere. Yeah, but this would also be really great. And then my last choice is a combo.
Oh my goodness, I love that.
Oops. It is Sport Weight United from Queensland. This is a half wool, half cotton. And this is Silk Cloud from Shibui. And I just think this color pairing, I guess I did do a multi, is so beautiful. This color is called Texas Tulips. So holding these two together would get you up to that kind of more DK weight range. Yes. But you would have this kind of subtle, almost like watercolor effect all throughout by holding that hand-dyed Silk Cloud with the United. So,
and if you haven't knit with United yet, I highly recommend it. I made my Spill the Tea in it and completely love it. I would knit so many things in it. And I think this is the winning combo, I think.
For already.
Elemental Ray.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I got a prize.
Sticker. We have a sticker.
Okay. I got to grab my pen. Or not.
I don't have one to give you. Sorry. Did you need to check something off?
No, actually, it's okay.
We're going penless.
All right, well, we move on to
Lily.
Ingrid is wearing Lily. It's beautiful. It's one of the more intermediate to advanced patterns just because of the lace that's going on. You want to tell us a little about it?
Sure. So while it is marked more intermediate, and this is one that you do 2 pieces front and back, and you seam, and then you do the sleeves, and she gives you choices for sleeves. So if you are looking at that, I've chose the flutter sleeves. She also has what she calls kimono style sleeves, which would be longer and all seamed together. So this was my choice for this top. And really, while it is a lace pattern, it's actually not complicated. It doesn't involve complicated stitches, and because you just keep repeating and you make a front and a back, I'm not one who can always remember repeats or rows, together, and I actually had this memorized and could knit, and therefore could knit like in the car without having to look at a pattern, and could knit in other places. So, which I was pleasantly surprised by, because I assumed that I was going to have to always have very focused, concentrated time, and I found that I didn't.
It's beautiful.
I held together a lace weight silk and a lace weight Surrey silk together to get this, because it is, I think, it
calls for worsted, but yeah, it's one, again, lots of these are very fluid. So, okay, and you have 2 choices here? Yes. Okay, I do too. I'll go first. Okay. Another silk cloud. So I have chosen ALB Lino, which is a wool and linen blend from Shopple. And I've paired it up with this color of silk cloud, which is Modern Fair Isle. And I did ask the expert next to me if she thought that was going to be too busy, and she thinks that it will be diffused enough, because you have to remember, you're seeing a concentrated batch of color when it's twisted in the skein, but when you pull out one single strand of that little silk mohair, it's hardly anything, and it's going to be worked with this. So we think it will work just fine in the lace combo.
Yes. My strand of silk in the one I'm wearing actually has the slightest bit of tweed to it if you look at it on the cone or the ball.
Oh, right.
But if you look at me wearing it, you don't see that at all. And I think you still see the lace. So I think that would be so beautiful.
Awesome.
Yes. And I don't know if it's because I knit it in holding 2 together, so it was hard for me to try and go grab yarns that weren't held 2 together. But lavender sheep silk seaside lace is, I'm going to forget all the things. You have silk merino, seasell all together, and this is Winter Storm, and I just love it. And then if you are like me and you keep Not Another Hat like on your electronic devices, and so what I do every day is I go to new and I refresh just so I can see what's come in, then you might know of Glamorous Glitter that just came. I'm trying to, there you go. Now you can see the sparkle. And so I'm thinking this would be so beautiful. I mean, really. And I get that, yes, it's probably because it's close to what I made mine in. No shock there. But I mean, really. And if you haven't already refreshed your new for Not Another Hat and seen this, there is a beautiful peach. There's a beautiful aqua. There's even a black, and so then the silver, the sparkle, the glitter really shows in the black if you want really like something to dazzle. So, I mean, but
it would be so stunning. Yes. Could you imagine wearing that for the holidays?
Oh, you could go to any party and be the talk of the party.
My second choice is bold. Very Kermit here, but I just think it'd be really fun. And I think this would kind of give the same effect a little bit that she's got here, where the brighter parts of the 2 yarns are showing. So what I've got is Monosami, and that's the solid. And then I've got the Yes Surrey Alpaca. So very similar to the blends that she made there, but bright and, hello green.
Yes, totally. And it's funny because I was just telling Julia earlier, like, you can't sell me on chartreuse. And then I look at that and I'm like, ooh, if you were going to sell me on chartreuse, that might do it. I also think because of the lace pattern in this, the green would just make you feel like you're in a botanical garden.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, Okay, so funny because green is
look at that.
my other combination. But the Engineer, I don't know if this is
From
not
Roller to
brand
the
new,
States.
but newer to the shop. So if you haven't checked it out, and it has some tweed in there, and this is a fingering weight, right? A light fingering weight. And then Barocco Ariel, which is just your always good, always fabulous silk mohair. And I think this just has slightly bits of lighter tones and things in it. And I think if you had this with it, it would be great. And I don't think the tweed would be too much, especially if you had these together. You'd have such a lovely loft.
Yeah. Yum.
Yay. Lily.
Okay, well that wraps up our choices for Lily. So we'll move on to White Caps, which is the other sweater that Ingrid has knit. And it's finished. ish.
Yeah, the ends are not woven in, but I know you will all understand that because I finished, last night. And the sleeves have not been blocked, but you block front and back before seaming. So I have already blocked the front and back. And then I just finished the sleeves last night, which have this lovely little touch of detail right here, and it's how she has you do the decreases. And then I chose to do an I-cord bind off on the sleeve, not required, but I really liked the sleeve. I liked the little detail here, so I thought the I-cord would be the right finish, and I'm super happy with it. So there are times you hold your yarn single strand, and there are times you hold it double, and she walks you through it in the pattern, telling you how she goes about going from 1 to 2 and back. And so if you can see here, so in between, if those are like diamond shapes, the middle of that is single strand. And then you can see where the texture comes up, and it's because it's garter stitch, and it's when you're holding the 2 strands together. And so it just makes for a nice, and again, it's repeat. So you can memorize it and just keep going. So
very nice.
And this is El Nino, the yarn in
oh
this
right,
one is
her
El
sample
Nino.
is El Nino, which is one of our cotton linen blends. You want to go first this time?
Okay. So I just grabbed a couple more colors because these are also both in plenty quantity, whatever size you might be interested in. These are in, and this is my 3rd time, I think, knitting with El Nino because I love it.
Wow.
So, yes, I couldn't name off all the tops right now, but I love this yarn. I love the feel of it. I love the wear of it. And it's beautiful. So I just grabbed a couple other colors, trying to go out of my color range. So I didn't pick turquoise and I didn't pick pink. And this would be Sarah. But so anyway, El Nino is fabulous.
Very nice. So I actually, both my picks, I must have really been on a Silk Cloud kick and not realized it. So I've picked 2 things where you can create very different effects, whether you decide to leave the single strand in the cotton or the mohair. So I've got Cotton Ball from Shopple here, which is 100% cotton. And then Silk Cloud, again.
Yes. But how brilliant. I didn't even think about that.
Well, yeah, so originally I was thinking this would be the single and it would be very gossamer, but it actually would be really cool also if you left this single and just joined this on those in-between rounds for a little textural interest.
Yes.
So that's, this is, I don't know what the name is. The color is 2272, and then this is Great Gray Owl in Silk Cloud.
This is my favorite cotton yarn. So if you're one who, maybe you like cotton, maybe you don't, this is my favorite cotton yarn to knit with. I love it.
I made the rocket tea in this and I love it. And Mallory loves it because she stole it.
She stole it from you. So you showed Truba for Elemental Raglan maybe, or another one, but this would also be great for White Caps. I'm gonna start getting things mixed
I know,
up.
there's so many
But anyway,
names.
this is the one that's cashmere and cotton, and so you really, and as Sarah mentioned, they are marled. This one to me just says the ocean.
It's so
I feel like
pretty.
I'm at the ocean.
There's like
with
different
this
tones
on.
of blue and everything in there. It's
Yes, and just an ever
gorgeous.
slight smidge of, I guess it's still a blue, almost looks like a turquoise at moments.
Yeah.
And if blue's not your thing, here is the pink. And again, you have, I don't know, almost a
like
subtle gold.
gold and purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
really
beautiful. And again, things that are fabulous next to your skin. So whether you want to wear a shirt underneath or not, it wouldn't matter because it feels so good.
I'm a broken record here. Another Silk Cloud combo.
A beautiful broken record with brilliant ideas.
Yes, that's me.
Yes.
This is Tosh Work Sock Sport, which we exclusively have here at the store with a special arrangement from Tosh. So this colorway is Phantasm. And then I've grabbed Silk Cloud in Velvet. And again, you could choose to either leave your open panels in between in the more heftier yarn and have it be filled in, or just do them alone in the Silk Cloud and have it be very gossamer.
Okay, that's my favorite so far for this
This combo?
top. Yes.
I mean,
and
this-
I think even though you didn't try to pick Ingrid yarns, I think you nailed it
well,
so far. Like that's a
yeah.
basket full of Ingrid right there.
Basket full of Ingrid.
Don't you want in a basketball of Ingrid?
Everyone does.
Don't answer if you don't. So Elements DK is one that was already an option for the other tops as well. But again, if you're somebody who wants to go more neutral in your color, or you just want something that's going to be kind of the staple, she does Yumiko Alexander or DanDoh designs. If you look at many of her designs, she does many of them in like white or black, or she uses a lot of neutral base colors and tones to do them. And again, she uses primarily plant-based yarns in them. So if you like that, because I find them very striking. Like I look at her photos, and even when you look on the blog, you'll see some of her photos. We did ask permission to use them. She knows we're all gathering to do this. And so these I think are beautiful.
Yeah.
And this one, it has a sheen to it. Yeah, I think you can pick it up there.
Yes.
And I love that.
I do too.
I mean,
that's the lyocell showing through. Yeah. It's gorgeous.
So just, these would be beautiful if you want the...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, that was all of our picks for white caps. I hope y'all are excited so far. We still have 2 more to go.
And we're just gearing up.
Yes. So the next one is Agave, and this is the sweater that Ingrid's going to be working on next. So do you want to tell us about it?
Sure. It is one where there's more stockinette, and the design is very simple, and it travels up just one side of the front, and then essentially on the other side it travels right down the back, and it looks almost like a leaf or a, I know, I'm like, it looks like this, and then
Like
it gets
a tulip
smaller going up,
leaf,
and then it
or-
comes down the back side, and it gives just a gentle little lift in that front because of the way the design goes. Otherwise,
So
it's
beautiful.
stockinette. And this is one where you'll make front and back and seam, and then she gives you a choice in sleeves, which I think all of them probably have your choices in sleeves, just like you have your choice in your body length and width. And so I swatched some time ago because even before we knew for sure that we had this as our fall knit along, I already knew this is what I wanted to do. And so I will be holding together El Lino, my favorite linen here, with Yes Siree. And I mean, I just love this. And so I have already started my swatch. It's still on. And so if you want to see what those two are like when they're held together, I feel like it almost gives the same tonal quality as what I
it does
have,
kinda have that
on.
same-
And they're not even the same fibers, but you still get that. And I will be using the gauge of the top here. This is one where I think it is the largest gauge or loosest gauge. I think it's maybe I'm not 3.5 stitches.
I think this one and that are 3, in that range,
So, but again, she does a lot of them quite open. So depending on how open you like your fabric, or if you like your fabric a little more dense, then, whether you combine yarns or hold one together or whatever you might like to do. But I am extremely excited about this.
Well, speaking of like range of open to not open, my first choice is if you want like a true actual sweater you would wear in the winter, etc. Millstone tweed, which is new this year from Barocco, and I've started a sweater in it. This is a beautiful worsted weight yarn, and so you would still get a pretty cohesive fabric at 3.875 stitches to the inch. So it'll be just fluid enough. It won't be stiff or anything, but it also won't necessarily be holy, but it will show off that design really, really well.
It'll be holy if you want it to be holy, but
if you bless it, you are now
That's
holy.
right.
But there's beautiful colors, just really solid, gorgeous yarn. So,
I know, we picked all the same. I'm realizing now, we pretty much, so, hello,
second choice.
And okay, so this is after I originally picked out the one that was turquoise and came over and realized I already had turquoise. So I went back and I picked this instead so that I would be different, which is just different from my other choice, not different altogether.
It will be beautiful. This is a Kari Solo. This is new to us from Noro, and I love these 200-gram balls. They're like, damn, and consequently means you only need a couple of them to make most size sweaters. You've got little
Silk,
writing. Thank you.
Cotton, viscose, mohair, wool, and polymade. So, I mean, a little bit of everything, but it also makes it perfect for multi-season. And if you don't buy all of this, that's okay, because I will. I already, example, the turquoise, we'll be fine.
Yeah, there's 5 colors or so over there. There is not. This is not to be confused with the Akari, which is a color changing version of the same fiber. So this. Sorry, I just silly phone. So this is it's called Akari Solo because it is basically like the semi-solid. So you're gonna get a little bit of like color movement, but it's more akin to a solid hand painted yarn than it is. It's not gonna be like a striper or anything like that. So yeah. So check that out. What else? You got any more?
Yes. So if you are one who wants all plant-based and you like a good cotton, we have Barocco Bozzolo. And I tried to go outside my normal color range and then realized this is what I picked every time I went outside my color range, except for the one yellow
in
I
this
showed.
mood.
Apparently I am. So again, because I think a lot of hers are striking in their single color, you can do they do come in variegated. I'm not sure what that would look like really if you chose to do it with a pattern, but the solids are gorgeous, and this is so soft. I haven't actually knit with this.
You do not think you're knitting with cotton when you're knitting with this. It feels, it's really soft. It's not got that kind of like dry cotton feel. Yeah.
No, this is Stinging Rose, and it's color 10808, and this is
White.
Yeah, it's a little cream. Oh, there we go. Sycamore
Tussock.
You know, because that's what you think of when you see this.
Yeah.
I mean, rolls off your tongue.
So I grabbed one that is lovely if you want to go ultra luxe for your agave. This is Sinfully Soft and her Maverick. This is from our local Giant Angoras. That's what she breeds.
Got it.
Tammy Vaughn, and she is known all over the world now because she has actually created a new breed and a new color. But this champagne color here is just gorgeous. And this is a blend of 40% merino, 20% Angora, which is from her, 20% kid mohair, and 20% silk. Gorgeous.
Wrap yourself up in luxury.
Yeah. It would have great drape. It will give you a halo by the time it's done being knit. So just keep that in mind if this is the route you want to go. But I think it would be really beautiful for agave.
Yes. And there are other weights. So if you like the indulge,
Yes,
do something beautiful,
yes.
you could hold her lace weight with another yarn
Or her
for most of these too.
She's got DK.
Yeah.
This was the worsted called Maverick. There's a fingering. There's lace. So
And they're beautiful neutrals.
Yes.
So you could do so much with them, and then you can wear them with anything.
they are natural bunny colors. So
Love it.
Yeah.
Love me some Tammy.
yes, I know. Do you have more agaves?
I do not.
Oh, okay. We're going to move on to the last one. So the last design is Pinnacle, and that is what I think Julia, and I both are going to make. You looked unsure there for a second.
Well, I haven't committed.
Oh, okay. Oh, so glitter.
Oh my gosh. How are these happening? And if you all are making it happen, thank you.
That was so fun.
Very.
I love. I know.
I just thought
Yes. It's really cool. Okay, so Pinnacle is also kind of straightforward with stockinette. It's got kind of a bit of a moving yarn over line in a few places. It's been in my queue forever, and so it was one of those things when we decided to do DanDoh, and I was like, oh, well then, yeah, I'm gonna make that. So it is, again, it calls for DK 4 1/4 stitches to the inch, so fairly straightforward. Some of the things I am considering are Awa from Amano. So this is a really lovely blend of 55% baby alpaca, 26% merino, and 19% Pima cotton. So a little bit of a mix there, if you will. So I've just wanted to knit with this since it came in. This is definitely what I'm leaning towards.
Yes. I feel like Pinnacle looks like a piece of architecture.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Like
Yeah.
it's architecturally simple and beautiful all at the same time. So the ALB Lino, that's the linen wool blend. I also love this yarn. I bought out a color and Sarah had to reorder. And now I'm looking at the screen going, ooh, now I might need to buy up the green, unless you get to it first, which is okay because I have a few things.
Oh, by the way, if you like this yarn, ALB Lino, it's also the yarn that Marie's latest sweater, Marie Green Olive Knits, her latest sweater has come out in. It is unavailable until 2025, like reorders. So what we have is all we can get for now. So, but don't hesitate on that one. I don't like to bait you into buying stuff but this is one that's not going to be available.
It was okay for them to buy the green. Now you tell me that.
Sorry.
I did not know that.
I'm so sorry. We should have conferred before.
Maybe buy this out, maybe don't. I don't know. Yes. So do the colors have names? Oh,
yeah,
is it Wald?
German.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's
okay.
Yeah.
But beautiful. And so you just get, because it's the linen wool blend is why you just get a little fleck of,
like lighter color.
Yeah, in it, but would be beautiful and wouldn't change or busy up your design.
Yeah, yeah. Another one that is a contender still for me, and even though I am leaning towards Awa, is the brand new Yarn Citizen Harmony DK. So this is a wool alpaca blend. I think this is what Julie wants. She just made a noise over there.
She's like, me.
And it just has such a lovely crisp feel, even though it is wool and alpaca. And this is a DK weight yarn, gorgeous heathery colors. That's actually, it's right here between us. There's a third row of colors there, but good yardage. I just think it would be really lovely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the kind of burnt orange.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would be a really good fall one.
I'm like, oh wait, maybe that's obvious. Maybe burnt orange isn't so far outside my color wheel. So Via. And if you haven't knit with this, you're going to want to. And then once you get your hands on it, you're just going to want all of it because it's just so soft and lovely. I'm not even.
And it's cool. Like you can feel how cool it is. So if you really are averse to being overly hot in your sweaters, this is the yarn you want.
It's mostly cotton. So you have 74% cotton, 16% wool, and 10% yak. So you're going to have a little bit of your fiber memory mixed in there with your nice cotton. That's just going to be beautiful, really, for all seasons and in many places, right? You don't have to be a Pacific Northwest or cold winter to enjoy it. And so I just grabbed two different colors because again, when you see most of hers or the samples, they're done in whites or neutrals or plain colors. So if you're one, this just has, and they do have a heather to them, just so nice and soft. And then this is kind of your, I don't know, burnt or rust or, yeah, there you go. Southwest. I think this is a very Southwest color, but anyway.
I made my Spill the Tea in Via, my first one, and I really liked it. And it does have a very cool feel while you're wearing it. So my third choice for the Pinnacle is a brand new, just came in, Ariana got it out this weekend. New line for us. It was a new line at market. It's from Lamana out of Germany. And this, they call it the Feather Light. It's not like it's manufactured in a way that they are able to get this extra room out of the fiber so that this is a 25 gram ball, but it has,
what you'd expect in a 50 gram ball.
Thank you. 140 yards.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So what you would expect in a 50 gram ball for DK. And so it's very light. It's just 100% merino, but your sweater, you're going to have the proper gauge for your sweater, but it's going to weigh half of what a sweater out of DK would normally weigh.
Right.
Yeah. So they do have this in worsted as well. It's called Como Grande. Same technique though. It's a 50 gram ball with the yardage of basically like a 100 gram ball. So
you'd probably want to sleep in it.
I know.
Right? Like
right?
it would give you that like, ooh, just want to stay in it.
Another new one, same company.
Again, if you like to indulge or wrap yourself in some luxury, you could try some cashmere silk. Oh, I want it. I want all of it. How is it? It's got to be, is it blown or brushed? It's got to be brushed.
I think maybe? I think it's a tube where it's caught, the silk is the tube, and then the fluff is the cashmere. So this is Roma.
And it's 80% cashmere, 20% silk. And so, there you can see how soft it looks. That is how soft it feels. And it also feels feather light.
Like a cloud.
So again, I probably wouldn't sleep in my cashmere just because, but you would want to because it would be that soft and comfortable.
And this is really lightweight. This is 20-gram ball. So, I mean,
I didn't even look at that.
It weighs even less than this ball and 175 yards.
Yeah.
So just,
It's like an angel. You'll feel like an angel.
it's like, what do you eat that stuff?
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
I knew what you were saying. If it comes to food, I might know.
What is the stuff you put in your mouth? She's like, cotton candy.
Sugar? Yes, please.
That wraps up the 5 designs that we are going to be featuring. Now, again, I know Julia has been sharing the link, but go check out her blog post. It is chock full of really good information about each of these and what we're doing and the whole plan. It has a link to the sign up. It has the sign up form. It also has links to our collection with these yarns that we've just talked about so that you can shop and decide what you want to use. Now, don't forget to use your coupon code that you get after you sign up to participate.
And make sure you sign up. So even if you're already on the list for the shop and maybe you get the newsletter, that doesn't put you into our knit along because we're not assuming that all customers want to do the knit along. So if you want to do our knit along, you want our links to the Zoom gatherings, etc., and you want that coupon, then you need to sign up for this specifically. So, because we inevitably get a few people who are like, wait, I didn't see the link for the Zoom, or how do I know? Because if they're a regular or you come to the shop or you get the newsletters, you might think you are, but we need your email specifically signed up for the knit along so that we're not just like, spamming it to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you'll
Sign up.
notice, if you go and look at the blog post, we just barely
Brush the surface.
Yes, brush the
Yeah.
surface of the available yarns for each of these designs. I mean, really pretty much anything from DK down inside this store is going to work in some capacity for these.
And there are more colors, even if our palette stays stay narrow. There are
even when
other
we
colors
just
you can
choose the same one. So give yourself some time to soak it in and make your selections. And as always, we are happy to help if you're maybe on the fence about 2 things and you want to see them side by side, etc. Just shoot Julia an email at customerservice@notanotherhat.com and she'll get Jill on it. Jill loves to go take all those pictures for everybody. It's a team effort here, honestly. And Ariana will ship it out to you. So. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. This is always a big, 42 minutes. Wowza. Does that set a record? Or have we gone an hour before?
I think Not Another Dead Body might have.
Okay.
might have been a little elongated. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging in. And I'll see you back here next week, same time, same place for our Tuesday lunch chat. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye, everyone.